Hello, YouTube. It's Silver Age Dave. I'm in the comic room. Today's Thursday, and I've been very introspective the last couple months, but specifically this week. As a lot of you know, I made a big purchase of Robin number ones. I have a total of 312 of these, and I'm really happy with that decision. My plan was to buy them and hold them, whether the book became a $10 book or dropped down to a dollar book. Both of those, when you're buying new comics, both of those are possible outcomes. More likely they become dollar books, really. But I made that purchase. So certainly when you spend that much money, you kind of look on yourself and you say, what am I doing? Why did I do this? And I thought it through. I won't go through that with you. The question I have is, who are you as a collector? I guess I knew that I liked multiples. I didn't know, though, who I was as a collector. Today, I was trying to figure out who I want to be in the future. And what it led me to is who I was in the past. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you this book, which I picked up about a year ago. I'm so happy. I spent a lifetime thinking I would never get it. I'm so happy I pulled the trigger, not because of economic reasons, but because it was my grail. It was the number one book that would bring me joy as a collector. I have an immense Thor collection, Silver Age Thor collection. I have quite a few books that are missing. This was one of them. And so this bad boy found his home, and it's here with me. Okay, so that's a good thing. So what occurred to me, though, is, I'll keep showing that because it's a cool book for a second, but what occurred to me is, when I was a kid riding my bike to the LCS, they had one of these on the rack behind the desk, and it was $90, and I could have owned that book many times, many months. I could have scavenged. I had jobs back then, even in junior high and high school. I had jobs. But what I did as a collector was I found series I liked, like Simonson from issue 337. From that very first issue, I was hook, line, and sinker, and I have all of these 339s. These are books that I bought off the rack. They went straight into bag and board. This is the early Silver Age Dave collection, and they sat cool, dry, and dark in storage, and there they sat. But buying them that way made me very happy. I'll show you a couple more things. And I tried to reflect on, well, what was I doing? Was I speculating all those years ago in the early 80s? Was I a speculator? And I really don't think I was. This is the Superhero Secret Wars number one. When that came out, it was very impactful for me. As anyone back then, there was a lot of really cool stuff happening. And we say that today, that, back then. I think there's a lot of cool stuff happening in every era of comics. It's just you have to search for it a little bit. There's Wolverine 1. I've got more of these, but I pulled those out. And so I reflected on who I'm trying to decide who I want to be moving forward. And what I ended up finding out is I really have to understand myself moving backwards. I have to understand myself in the past. Why is it that I always like having multiples? When, I just showed all those 60-cent and 75-cent books. If I sacrificed, this stack plus maybe another stack, the Secret Wars, really, that stuff added up. $7.50 a week, maybe $15 a week just on one book. You come up with $90 pretty quick. But I didn't do it, and I'll tell you why I didn't do it. I didn't do it because this makes me happy. I'm not a psychological guy. I'm not a deep brain thinker, but this makes me happy. There's 12 copies of a dumb book a lot of people probably don't even know about, Tales of the Zombie number one from 1973. And having the multiples means something to me. I don't think I have issue number 2, but I've got a lot of number 1s. And that's the key that I found is I need to be true to myself moving forward. Whatever it is, I don't think I've changed. Almost 50 years of comic book collecting, and things like this excite me. Okay, if you saw my 2 videos ago, I did a Southern Comic Geek shout out. Having lots of copies of Genlock 6, which was pulped, that makes me happy. So I'm up to 11 of them. Moving forward, I'm going to probably keep buying keys. I'm going to speculate a little bit on current books. I'm going to buy other books when I can. But given the crazy swings in the market, I don't think I'm going to be a big key buyer anymore. The market will correct, but Hulk 181 and a 4.0 is never going to come down to, $400 or $500 again. Those days are gone. So the pendulum will swing, but those days aren't happening again. So moving forward, to be true to myself, what I am going to do is I'm going to continue to buy multiples, and it might be, books that are big to other people, but mostly they're going to be books that are important to me. That's what I'm going to look for. Whether they're a key or not, for my type of collecting, doesn't matter. I'm going to find issues that I'm emotional about and joyful about, and I'm just going to start doubling up on those. That's it, guys. So my question to you is, who are you? Because I really want to know, right? I'm quoting a great song, but I'm serious about it. Introspect a little bit. Decide who you want to be moving forward, because the game has changed. And if you don't know who you are, that can get expensive. That's it. I'm going running tomorrow, 24 miles. I'm going running Saturday, 20 miles. The weekend is looking awesome. I hope your weekend's looking awesome too. Get outside, get some sunshine, be awesome. Silver Age Dave is out.